Good morning, loves, and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be coloring a pumpkin. I do have one pumpkin left to color. I'm going to show you guys how I was able to get that color with these colored pencils here. I'm just going to give them a little sharpen. This one actually looks okay. So I hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. It's early morning, right before I go into my work at home job downstairs. So, all right, so we are sharpened up and ready to go. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys in. Right there. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to shake my desk or my tripod. Wish me luck. All right, so I'm gonna start out with this medium orange here and just put down my color lightly, leaving space in between where I want my highlight to be. And I always like to make that a little different. So I'm gonna put down that color first. And these are Mondo Llama color pencils from Target, the premium set that I am using now. Well, this one is. I'm using also some Yobi pencils, but I'll be letting you know when I switch off. So, and we're not pressing hard. We're just laying down lightly some color, some pigment, essentially. And as I go, I like to figure out, you know, where I'm going to want that light color to be. So I'm not making sure not to overgo. And I do not want them, each spot, to look the same, as I've said previously. So, yep, let's do that first. I have been having so much fun coloring this little picture. This might be my favorite one. Always, these are, this is the Gnome Sweet Gnome book. And let's see, by Teresa, Goodridge, Gnome Sweet Gnome. Yeah, I like this book here. I don't color in it often, but every time I do pick it up, I'm just excited and I have fun about how the picture comes out. Almost like magic paper or something. So we're still just putting down that first color. And up on the sides here, I like to go ahead and make like a thin line there, still leaving some room for shine, but just more color here along the back of the pumpkin. All right, so that's our first color that we put down there. Next, we're gonna take the darkest orange that we have. These pencils are not labeled. They're just such a beautiful quality. I can look past the fact that they don't have names. I'll take a good pencil over a name any day. All right, so we're gonna go in with our darker color and start to, still not pressing too hard, but we're coming almost all the way up to that first color. And we do the same here. And up towards right where the starting of the pumpkin, what do you call that? I know you guys are probably yelling at the screen like it's the stump of the pumpkin. Go ahead and put your dark color and come down on that light color there, but don't go all the way to the end. We're keeping our light spot in the middle, and that's leading up to the next color change that we're gonna do. And I just work on it. I mean, I keep going over it. You'll notice I go back and forth with the colors until I'm happy with how it looks. But this is how I got my pumpkin's color on this picture. And I thought, why not show you guys? Because it's October. October. So here we are down here. We're adding the darker color down here. Starting to wake up the pumpkin's color here. Alright. Alright. And on the edges, I like to bring down the color, like where they made that line. Are you guys coloring a lot a lot of fall pictures and pumpkins for October, September, November? I think I'm going to start coloring Christmas in November because December is just not long enough. I honestly only have one Christmas coloring book, and that's the Joanna Basford Christmas book. I may look into getting maybe one more, but I like to look at my books and see. All of my coloring books tend to have seasonal books, so that's good. All right, now I'm going to go back in with my lighter orange here and just lightly, very lightly drag color down into the lighter spot that you can see on these pumpkins. I just want to give it, bring some color down. Sometimes that's too big of a space for me, because that's going to be where we added like in a yellow color. And it's going to need to not be bright, stark yellow. So maybe sunflower. I'll show you the color in a second. Drag that up. All right, so then I'm going to go in with our like dark orangey yellow maybe. And just here lightly add, barely touching. Add that here for now. Okay. It's a short pencil, but notice that my hand is all the way to the end of the pencil because I don't want it to be too bright yet. I may go back and add more, but right now I want it nice and light. All right, and so that was that color there. Oh, we're straight. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go back in again with the lighter orange and drag that over right where I had put in the yellow. So we're starting now to kind of blend the colors together. I find when I have like a more, let's just say a harder core, you know, more affordable pencil, which these are, you tend to have to work in layers to get like a blend. Like you don't want to, they're not going to just smush into each other like some more expensive pencils. But there's a beauty in these pencils. I love them. They're my most, they were at one point my most used pencil now, because I love them so much. They're beautiful. They blend so nicely if you blend them correctly. So I'm going back in with my darker orange here. And I gotta check the time because my alarm is going to blare in a second. And now I'm pressing because I want to seal this in, or what they call it. I forgot what they call it. I don't know the technical term of it, but I want my color. There must be a little orange, not orange, Lord, there must be a little pumpkin back here too, because whose body is that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just starting to blend the colors in now that I have them all laid down. Now it's more about just smushing them together, still not pressing too hard so you don't seal it off where you can't add any more pigment, but you are giving it some pressure, just a little bit. Alright, got some little ASMR, is that what it's called? You can hear me coloring. I'm gonna get this orange laid down here. So the look I was going for with this picture, I'll zoom out and of course I'll show you guys when I'm done. I wanted to look like how the weather is here for us. Right now it's not cold. It's about 40 degrees when you wake up in the morning. The leaves are not completely changed yet. We still got some greenery, but they're beginning to change. Going back in at the top now and adding that dark color. Just adding that dark color in, trying to get the pumpkin to look, you know, a little more dark now. Now that we got everything laid down, kind of sealing it up with color. All right. And I think you could kind of see it coming together now. I can see it. So once we have all of our colors down like that, you can go in and add more of whichever color you like. You want to see more of that bright yellow. Sometimes I bring that down more, so lay that down there. Like I said, right now I'm just really mixing and blending and getting it to look how I want it to look. And don't forget back here like I like to do. All right. And then I go in, I'm going in with this Yobi. It's like the dual-sided pencils. They don't have names. It's the Mortal set. I'm going to go in with like a peachy, white peachy kind of color, light peach. And go ahead and really, that's the wrong pumpkin face, Jesus. Go ahead onto the pumpkin that we're coloring. This one still needs some work. And really mix those colors in and close those colors in so that we are completing it. And that, my friends, is how I created the color on my pumpkins. And now I'm going over that. You see how it's just removing the white, but it's not adding anything color-wise to it. I didn't want white, so I got this color, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. All right, almost done. Yep, I'm going over to the other one too. Anywhere where I see needing some color. All right, so I think that pumpkin is good looking. Still see some white. Hold on, let me close that in. And that'll just push around the colors and make it all come together. All right, guys, and now you can make your own pumpkins too. All right, honey bunnies, we are all set. This is how the pumpkin turned out. Let me get a little closer so you guys can see. And I think that's beautiful. This one's a little lighter and this one is fully completed. I'm gonna go ahead actually and complete that one with you guys because this one's looking a little... My friend needed some more color. All right, and then let's close it up. All right, guys. Take care.